What's going on, everybody out in YouTube land, and welcome back to a new episode of GBA. In this video we are unboxing the August Video Games Monthly box. So yeah, what is Video Games Monthly? Video Games Monthly is a subscription service that delivers retro video games to your house every single month. It's by far one of my favorite boxes I get every single month. I like to call this my favorite day because I love retro video games. And Video Games Monthly has always done me pretty good. So basically, this service, you can get games for systems ranging from the Atari age of gaming all the way up to stuff like PS3, Xbox 360, and Wii U. I personally get games for the Super Nintendo, the Game Boy, the Nintendo 64, and the Nintendo GameCube. So basically, I can get games for any of those systems in this box. So if you go on their website, you can input all the games that you currently have so you don't receive duplicates from this company, which is always a positive. And trust me, if you don't keep up with your library, you probably will get duplicates. So it's definitely something that you want to do. So this box basically acts like a tier service. So you can get 3 games a month, 4 games a month, 5 games a month, or even 10 games a month. So this is the 10 game box. And with shipping and taxes and everything, this comes out to right around $90. But the good thing about this box is, if you can't spend $90 a month, there's basically a price range for everybody out there. So they're kind of inclusive in that way, and I like the fact that they let you get 10 games if that's what you want. But yeah, so Video Games Monthly, great service. The box always comes really early in the month, so that's always a good thing too. You don't have to wait very long for it. But yeah, so I guess without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and let's cut this open and let's see what we got in the August Video Games Monthly box. I'm pretty stoked about this month. It feels like I actually have a game on the outside of the box. I can kind of feel it in the bubble mailer, so that's a little bit different. I usually don't get games outside of the box. So yeah, we'll cut this open and we'll see what we got. Alright, so we'll go ahead and show the game on the outside of the box first. I mean, why not, I guess. And it feels like a GameCube game, so I'll try to show you guys first. Alright, so for the GameCube, we have SpongeBob SquarePants, Creature from the Krusty Krab. So I know there's several SpongeBob SquarePants games on the GameCube. I do have a few of them, but this one doesn't seem familiar, so I probably don't have this one. So it does appear like it's in a real GameCube case, so that's cool. It's not a generic case. So let's open this up. So unfortunately, we did not get no manual, but I don't really need those. I'm just happy to get the case artwork in the game. So yeah, definitely a good way to start. Fill in the GameCube collection with the SpongeBob game. Alright, so now let's pull out the box. So when you look at the box, you've got your boy Floyd right there on the front of the box. VideoGamesMonthly.com, where you can go sign up for the service. And then on the flap, you have Play the Past into the Future, which is their slogan. So yeah, as for the bulge this month, we do have a pretty good bulge in this box. So you know, I love seeing those big bulges. So it doesn't indicate a good box, but it's always a good sign. Let's just say that. So yeah, let's open this up and let's see what we got here. Try to show you guys most of the games first. I say, so right off the top we have a Super Nintendo game. I'll show you guys first. Alright, so for Super Nintendo we have Jellicoe's Super Bases Loaded. So, what is there to say? It's a baseball game. I am casually going for a complete Super Nintendo set. So it is good to get any filler that I don't have for that system. So, you know, I probably won't be playing this too much, but, you know, still, nonetheless, it's good to get this and check it off the list. So yeah, Super Bases Loaded on the Super Nintendo. But who knows, maybe I'll put this in and it'll be a fantastic baseball game I'll play a ton. You never know, right? Alright, so next up we have another Super Nintendo game. I will show you guys first. Alright, so for the Super Nintendo, we have Zool, Ninja of the Nth Dimension. So, I guess that's how you say that probably. Zool, it's a game I don't have a whole lot of, nostalgia for or anything like that. But I do love platformers, and I know that this is like one of those failed mascot platformers from back in the day. So I do look forward to giving this a try and seeing how it plays. I think I have this game on the Jaguar, if I remember correctly. But yeah, Zool for the Super Nintendo. Alright, so we actually have our cards next. I usually show these in the beginning, but, there was games right at the top there. So the first card is your, basically your standard business card. And what this card basically says is that if you share your box on their social media, that you have the opportunity to win some free games in a future box. Next up, we have our standard thank you card. And also, this is a card if you if you read it, it's basically like a reminder to update your library. Alright, so let's carry on here. Feels like we've got another Super Nintendo game. So, definitely Super Nintendo heavy so far. Alright, so for the Super Nintendo, we have Wizardry 5. Heart of the Maelstrom? I guess, Maelstrom, something like that. So, Wizardry 5. I'm guessing this is some sort of RPG. I'm not exactly sure. It is a Capcom game, and I don't have it. If it is an RPG, unfortunately, I won't play that too much because I'm not the biggest fan of RPGs. But still, good to add to the collection, don't have it. So yeah, Wizardry 5, Super Nintendo. Alright, so we've got another Super Nintendo game. Show you guys. Alright, so we have Wild Snake for the Super Nintendo. Don't know what this game is. Looks a little bit weird on the actual front of the game there. But if I had to guess from the picture on the artwork here, it looks like a puzzle game. I do like puzzle games, so maybe I'll like this. But yeah, Wild Snake for the Super Nintendo. Alright, so next up feels like we've got a Nintendo 64 game. Always happy to get those. Alright, so we have Knockout Kings 2000. So, not the biggest boxing game fan unless it's incredibly arcadey style boxing. Something like Ready to Rumble boxing or Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. But, I'll give this a try and see how it is. Hopefully it's not too realistic, but judging by the cover here, it looks pretty realistic. But nonetheless, still happy to check it off the list. Knockout Kings 2000 on the Nintendo 64. Alright, so next up we've got another Nintendo 64 game. Alright, so we have Nagano Winter Olympics 98. So, what's there to say? It's a Winter Olympics game. I'm guessing you've got a lot of different, like, Winter Olympics minigame type things on this. So yeah, happy to check it off the list. Another one closer to the complete set of Nintendo 64. Alright, so next up feels like we've got another GameCube game here. So for the GameCube, we have SeaWorld Adventure Parks, Shamu's Deep Sea Adventures. This is in a generic case, unfortunately, and no manual, but you got your game disc in there. So, I mean, it's still cool to get the game and the artwork. So another one to check off the GameCube list there. Alright, so we've got some packing material here. I'll throw that down to the side. I think, we've got our trinket that was at the bottom of the box here, and it looks like it's a Video Games Monthly bottle opener. So, not nothing super special, but it is useful to some people, I'm sure. These little trinkets, I usually keep these all in one spot somewhere in my game room, and, just collect them or whatnot. So, pretty cool bottle opener there. Alright, so we are down to handhelds, and we are at the Game Boy games. So first up, I will show you guys the game first. Alright, so for the Game Boy, we have NASCAR Fast Track. I'm guessing that's what that says. So yeah, it's a NASCAR game. I'm sure it's a racing game. I do like racing games, but I'm not the biggest fan of NASCAR racing games. But I'll give it a try and we'll see how it plays. You know, I'm always happy to add Game Boy games. My original Game Boy collection just went over 170 games, I think. So definitely happy to add this to collection and check it off. So we got NASCAR on the Game Boy. Alright, I think we are down to the final game, guys, so let's see how we end this video. So for the original Game Boy, show you guys first. Alright, so for the original Game Boy, we are ending on a super high note here. So we have the Adventure Island 2, Aliens in Paradise. So I love the Adventure Island games on NES. I have all three of them, which apparently you guys probably know I am going for the complete NES set. They're all three fantastic games. I'm guessing that the Game Boy games play similar to the NES games. I don't have any of the Game Boy games yet until this one, but I'm very happy to get this and I'm excited to put it in and see how it plays. But yeah, so happy to get this and we're ending on a super high note. Adventure Island 2, Aliens in Paradise on the Game Boy. So yeah, let's see here. So basically, to run down real quick, we got 2 Game Boy games, 2 GameCube games, 2 Nintendo 64 games, and 5 Super Nintendo games this month. So overall, a pretty good haul this month. Very happy with this box. Like I said, there is a lot of filler titles in this, but you know, when you get so many games for every system, sometimes all they have to send you is filler titles. You're not going to see a lot of the common games, you know, the popular common games in these boxes they sent me because I already own them, to be honest with you. But yeah, so I'm very happy with this box. Let me know down in the comments what you guys thought about what they sent me. Do you feel like these games were worth the money I spent? What was your favorite game that they sent me? I love to hear y'all's comments and I love to have a conversation with y'all. But guys, I think I'm probably going to end the video. But first I want to say thank you so very much for watching this episode of GBA. If you haven't, please like, comment, and subscribe. It would help me out tremendously. If you guys know anybody who might like this kind of content, please share the video around. I'm always trying to grow the channel a little bit. Guys, I think I'm going to go open up some more boxes, maybe play some video games, try to enjoy the rest of my evening. I hope you do too. So until next time, everyone, I'll see you later.